Hold on. Good morning. Let's see what we have today. The market's not going crazy, so I'm not really sure even how to go about this, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. So I'm just typing, James, I agree with you. Okay, let's see what we have today. Guys, smash the like button, share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel. If you have like 10 accounts like I do, go and subscribe with every single account. Do the legwork for me. That would be great. All right, let's see here what we have. Futures are pretty flat. This market is defying logic. I don't understand it. It's frustrating to me. I don't understand how Apple is up to $175 a share. Facebook is at $220 a share. Alibaba is at God knows what at this point. Everything is bad in the world except for the stock market. And it literally makes no sense. But it is what it is. So earnings week starts next week. Well, is today the 25th? So the 25th. So yeah, the quarter end. The first quarter of the season ends, not necessarily the fiscal quarter. But here's the two things to look for, and they make a very good point. I don't think these are the only two things to look for, but is demand still strong? Clearly, demand is still strong. We've seen Nike report and we've seen General Mills report. Nike reported better than expected sales growth, and I think that it would have been even better had there not been these supply chain issues. General Mills has been raising prices like nobody's business because food is soaring, and they're having no issues. I mean, people are paying for. What are you going to do? I mean, I guess you can just like go to Aldi and not buy General Mills, but whatever. Profit margins are also increasing. I remember I read the story on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was. Their profit margin at Nike was up from the last quarter, 46.6% from 45.6%. So people are still going crazy with buying and whatnot, but it helps when you give people free money and they can go buy whatever the hell they want and have no repercussions about it. Now, those of you that live in California, you get free gas, 2 free tanks of gas. Well, if you have a 24-gallon tank. I was looking at see, let me extrapolate this. So they're talking about giving away gas money in California. Instead of just fixing the problem, just give money away. So let's say it's $300 per person per month. I'm going to say it's a 24-gallon tank, even though 24-gallon tanks are probably illegal in California. 24 times 7 is $168 to fill your gas tank. Let's put it back to, so you basically get 2 free gas tanks a month in California. So congrats. Apple is reportedly preparing an iPhone subscription that could launch this year. Guys, I've said this on so many videos that we have done. Apple has not even gotten started. Yes, they're nearly a $3 trillion company, but I'm telling you right now, they have not even gotten started. They are a subscription business. They've been a hardware business for the past 15 solid years, and now they're going to start rolling. They're going to continue the hardware, and now they're going to roll into subscriptions. I wasn't even thinking that they were going to start doing hardware subscriptions. That wasn't even on my radar. It's a very obvious thing. It's nothing like novel, but all I was doing was extrapolating out the subscriptions from their services, not their hardware services. So this is incredible. Here we go. Apple is preparing a hardware subscription service on iPhones that could launch as soon as the end of this year, reported by Bloomberg. Apple has not commented yet. The service would allow customers to buy an iPhone through a monthly payment, similar to how they're currently subscribed to iPhone. And frankly, it wouldn't change much because most people that I know, they are not going in and buying an iPhone for $1,200 or whatever it is. They are doing that monthly subscription plan of a 2-year payment, whatever it is, or whatever you call it. I don't know. But that's what they're doing. So they're subscribed anyway. So now just subscribe and you get to upgrade every single year. The move would represent a culmination of a long-time Apple investors' desire for the company to sell its hardware as a subscription. Doing so would boost recurring revenue, which is great, and could lead to an increase in the stock price. Shut up. Analysts have long been wary that Apple's prodigious hardware sales are a hits business and believe that increasing predictable subscription revenue could prompt investors to value Apple more highly. You're an idiot. Apple exec CEO Tim Cook has told investors to closely watch his service business, which he's been saying that for some time. In terms of hardware as a service or a bundle, if you will, there are customers today that essentially view the hardware like that because they're on an upgrade plans and so forth. So, hey, sick. I love it. I love subscriptions. I love Apple, and I think they're doing everything very right. Okay, here's this AT&T thing. So this is from thestreet.com. A blue chip name is about to offer a 6% dividend yield. AT&T moves in a good direction and then they don't. Actually, you know what? While we're at this, where's the internet? I want to do this. I want to go here. Hold on a second. I want to see what kind of debt AT&T has real quick. Just because, let's see what we have here. Oops, that's Tesla. I don't want to look at Tesla. They have a lot of debt too. All right. Where was that debt situation that they had? What are we doing here? Okay. Jesus. $367 billion, and their total long-term liabilities are $282 billion. So even when we go to the story and look at it, where was that story at? Here. They're going to be releasing transferring $40 billion off of their debt to this new spinoff of Discovery or Warner or whatever it's called. But $40 billion, oh my God. And then now, so here's the deal. Everybody got upset with AT&T for cutting this dividend, which was probably one of the best things they could have ever done is stop. But the problem is, even with that cut, the stock price completely fell apart because these old fuddy-duddies are out there saying, I need to get my AT&T dividend, and they don't understand anything about the business. So this company should cut its dividend to zero. And then it should start begging for more money from their shareholders to try to pay off this debt. But this is AT&T makes it harder and harder and harder for me to support them in whatever business they do. But I'm excited to see when I don't know when all this deal. I don't know when this deal is happening. It's going to happen probably sometime this year or next year, and we'll go from there. But they're going to be paying a 6% dividend, which they shouldn't be paying. They have no business paying this dividend, but whatever. Traders see 8.6% inflation ahead of the Fed's May meeting as expectations may be turning entrenched. AT&T has the worst management. They just got massive. Yeah, AT&T is the definition of too big to fail, and then they fail. They just grew and grew and grew by making enormous and ridiculous and irresponsible acquisitions, and then paying people to stay on the stock, in the stock with a dividend, and it's just terrible. They're a very, very mismanaged company. And when they said that they were going to cut that dividend back in July of last year, that was the first time in like a decade that I had actually some belief in AT&T, and then they just ruined that today. So traders see 8.6% U.S. inflation ahead of the Fed's May meeting as expectations may be turning entrenched. So 8.6%, I think that's pretty good, right? Traders are pricing in inflation rate heading through March and April at 8.6% before the meeting in May, and they are expecting a 50-point basis hike from the goons on the Fed. The problem the Fed has is less about the economy and more about the psychology. Society has no problem raising prices. So I personally think that the Fed has missed their opportunity earlier this month to do a shock and awe move to the inflation psychology of society. I don't really understand what that means, but it sounds fancy. Based on inflation swaps alone, the market is saying that that inflation is likely to stay well above where the Fed forecasts it for the next year. So isn't it comical that they are saying they're still saying our target rate is 2%? It's adorable. If the market is right, the Fed will probably has to be more aggressive on what it has signaled if they want to get back to that 2%. Let's see. ARK has the worst management. AT&T is close behind. I hear you there. Netflix. So Netflix has been abused this year and probably a little bit last year, but this is from Market Watch. Netflix buys its third video game company. And if you guys remember, I don't remember when I did the story or when this news came out. Maybe it was 3 months ago or something. Netflix said that they were going to start getting into the video game world, and they were not going to be upgrading prices. It was just going to be included in your subscription to Netflix. So Netflix has bought another video game company, and the streaming giant looks to create a new revenue stream in gaming. But how are they going to create a new revenue stream in gaming? They said that they're not going to increase prices. They literally did say that it was going to be free, but whatever. Apple has acquired Allen, Texas-based Boss Fight Entertainment. I don't know what that is. Boss Fight was founded in 2013 by former Zynga employees and is known for its mobile game Dungeon Boss. That sounds sweet. The studio's extensive experience building hit games across genres will help accelerate our ability to provide Netflix members with the great games wherever they want to play them. Boss Fight's founder said its games will be on Netflix ad-free. So there you go. Does anybody know what Dungeon Boss is? Sounds cool. Okay, let's keep going. China sees unprecedented capital outflows since the war, the IIF says. China has seen investors pull money out of the country at an unprecedented scale since Russia invaded Ukraine in late February, marking a very unusual shift in global capital flows in emerging markets. So basically, when we say emerging markets, we talk about China. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, let's see here. Alejandro just said, watch out, Microsoft and Sony. The Pit Boss, or what did I call it? I can't remember what the game is already. Dungeon Boss. Dungeon Boss is coming after you. Outflows from China on the scale and intensity where we are seeing as unprecedented, especially since we are not seeing the similar outflows from the rest of emerging markets. Official data has showed that foreign investors reduced their holdings in Chinese government bonds by the most on record in February, in part as the Russia-Ukraine war spurred redemptions among the global fixed income investors. So that will be interesting to see. It doesn't reflect really what I'm seeing in the markets, though, because everybody is just, what's Alibaba's price at now? $1 billion a share yet? Why not? Sounds pretty reasonable to me. Let's see what the options are doing. You know, there's so little SM. I hope the market drops 5% today. If a boy can dream, I just want the market to fall 5% today. That would be wonderful. It would just be wonderful. All right. What else we got? The yields. The 3-month yield is up to 0.5%. Do I have a pen in this office? I do. That's great. Do I have paper? I have a check. I have a check that I'm going to write on. And look at the 30-year. Look at the 30-year up to 2.53. The 5-year and the 10-year have definitely inverted. The 2-year and the 10-year are getting extremely close to inversion. I'm going to write down something. 90-day T-bills. B-I-L-Z. There we go. I want to move my cash to T-bills. Paying 0.5%. Why not? Nothing reports today. Okay, so let's see what starts going next week. So XPeng. Let's see. When does the real stuff start? This is when the real stuff starts. Micron, Lululemon, Chewy. These start on Tuesday. What do we have? Wednesday. I don't really see a lot. Thursday. Nothing really. Friday. Nothing really. Is next Friday Good Friday? Oh, geez. Look at this. There's nothing is reporting for a while. So when do the banks start? The banks kick off everything. There we go. Thursday, April 14th. That's when earnings season really starts. Just kidding. April 13th, when JP Morgan announces. That's when earnings season really starts. So if you guys want to jump over, join the software, you get everything here. Plus you get the chat. Plus you get to talk to me if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation. For those of you that are not in the Bid and Ask Nation and have been thinking about it and want to join me. Because tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, I am doing a private Bid and Ask only live stream. 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So right here, same time, same place. I'm going to be sitting in this chair. And it will be covering swing trading, which is going to be very important coming into this market. Swing trading shorts. I was texting with Gianni this morning, and I was telling him, you need to get prepared to be shorting from a swing trading chart all of the disruptive Square, Roku, Spotify, Shopify, all that nonsense. You need to be able to be ready to short that because that is all flag pulling like nobody's business. Also, I am going to talk about options. Options are very important. If you want to be investing in options from a value standpoint and you want to be selling puts like I do, I'll teach you how to do it. We'll go through it in depth. We'll probably go for 60 to 90 minutes tomorrow. And that is that. Everythingmoney.com. If you are not in the United States, you can go to patreon.com. And that's that. All right. Give me some stocks. We'll bust through them. That's the internet. We don't want that. Let's do this. Yeah, actually here, I was looking at Verizon this morning, seeing what was going on. I actually like what I'm seeing. It's slow moving, but what I'm looking for is this to start reversing, get turned up a little bit, and run right up to the 100-day moving average. So even though that's only $1.50, not the greatest thing in the world, but return is a return. Coin, I don't know. Felix Vargas Jr. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, make sure you're here tomorrow morning at the same time, and that would be great. So what was I doing? Coin, when did they go public? When they go public? When? April? Okay, we're close. Jeez, look at that. Has it been that long? They were at $428 a share, and now they're at $190. Unbelievable. Well, I wouldn't pay attention over here. I just wouldn't do that. Look at this from a swing trading perspective. If you can make engulfing candles up and you can run this thing up to the 100-day moving average, sure. But right now, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, just because you are seriously overbought and you're basically running out of steam. Oh yeah, can you move the picture? This freaking software. There you go. I can't move the picture because you can't move the picture on Restream. So I will have to move the chart. CLF. Wow. Do I even need to answer this question? Do I need to answer this question? Everybody knows what the answer is here, right? Line. Look. This is a pathetic pullback right here. So this is nothing but a flagpole from $25 to $32. This thing is going to come flying back so hard down to $25 and possibly right into this range of $21. I mean, this is incredible. This is just absolutely incredible. Thank you. Stoyan, good job. Flagpole. NVIDIA, everybody's saying flagpole. Very good. I'm so happy that people are understanding this. These are questions that I'm happy to answer, but they don't need to be asked. But I'm very happy to answer it because that's what I'm here for. But this is a better pullback, but this is still going to pull down. It's going to pull down. It's going to hover at 260, and then it's going to fall back down to 220. And it's going to also struggle right here at the 200-day moving average. Okay, next. What else we got? What else we got, guys? What else do we have? 9 out of 10 stocks are flagpoles. Because this entire rally has just been stupid. I mean, literally think about this for a second. Just don't even, I guess you can't ignore the noise. Just think about this for a second. You have a country that invaded another country. We have every country in the world basically has sanctioned the hell out of Russia. Okay. They're a big supplier of everything. You have the psycho dictator over there talking about using nuclear arms. Okay, so that's one thing. The next thing is you basically have 8% inflation in the United States. You have like 60% inflation in some of these other smaller countries. Okay, that's another thing. You have basically $40 trillion in debt in the United States. You've given away $13 trillion and you're looking to give away more. You have insane indicators going out there that are at all-time highs, not just highs, all-time highs. Everything is getting terrible. Nobody has a job. Nobody can hire somebody. And the stock market just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Everything I just said, and the stock market just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Is there something wrong with that? That's why you see these flagpole patterns, because it's just, remember guys, the stock market is a weighing machine in the short term. I'm sorry, a voting machine in the short term and a weighing machine in the long term. And right now, the votes are really good. That's all it is. But Peloton, yeah, so Peloton's trying to make a little run here. Is it going to continue its push? It's not going to get through the 100-day moving average unless some crazy news comes out and this thing jumps. Unless that happens. All right, next. Let me scroll back because I just went on a little bit of a tangent. Can you do red box? I don't know what red box is. Facebook is starting to move through the sweet spot. Let's see here. Let's do Facebook. Facebook. I almost said Facebox. No, this is not even close to the sweet spot. Not even close. And I'm actually a little concerned about the volume. So we've only really touched average volume 1, 2, 3 days in the past, I don't know, month and a half. I don't like that. So be careful with this. Be careful with this one. This thing can certainly pull back on you. And guys, I know that we've seen our value plays move with this market. Intel, Facebook, Alibaba, etc. Do not think that these stocks are not susceptible to massive pull. I mean, look at this. This is Intel. I mean, when Intel did this last time with Mobileye, actually, it was up here last time. That was Mobileye when it did this stupid jump and then it pulled right back down. Let me draw it for you. So when it did this insane jump because they were acquiring or spinning off, I don't really care what it is, something about this Mobileye company, and then it fell right back down. That's exactly what you're going to see here. Big flagpole. It's going to pull right back down on you. So just consider taking profits in this thing because it cray. And this guy keeps asking about Redbox. What is Redbox? This isn't the goofy thing that you go and buy something at the grocery store out of the machine, is it? What the hell is this? Sir, I don't know what to tell you about this. You've rendered me speechless. Go and day trade it. QQQ. QQQ, big flagpole, it seems like. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. You've created a couple W's in there. So let's see. It's established a little bit of support. I wouldn't say it's the strongest support because you still have all of this flagpole. So, and honestly, Look at the volume over the past month. I mean, you have not touched average volume that many days. And the majority of days that you have touched all average volume, it's been selling volume. You've had a couple of great days of green, but man, God, I just really hope that the market just tanks this morning. Can we double check this? I need to take a timeout. Ugh, come on. I just want this market to just die. All right. The Boeing company. I don't mean to toot my horn here, and I feel bad for what happened in China over the last weekend with this horrible plane. I cannot even imagine. But I told you guys that this drop that happened earlier this week was not going to be a big deal for the market and Boeing because it wasn't a 737 MAX plane. It was a 737-800 plane. And frankly, that's not newsworthy. So you have Boeing stabilizing right here. That's it. It's going to stabilize there, and you can see what direction it goes from there. Okay, FedEx. So FedEx actually announced this morning that they're going to start getting into EV deliveries for the last mile of delivery in big major cities. So as if FedEx wasn't a terrible enough company, now they're going to start focusing on nonsense EVs. So that's great. All right. Trying to move into the sweet spot. Probably won't happen with this resistance here. So I would rather come over here on a swing trade and see if you can kind of move this thing up to the 50-day moving average or down to the 25-day moving average. Let's look at some of that disruptive nonsense. Shopify. Shopify was a flagpole. That's going to pull back down. Spotify, a little bit better. Roku, nothing much going on. Yeah, that's another great point by Ride or Die. Markets go up on light volume all the time. Yeah, that is. It is very true. Markets go up on all the time. Yeah, Coco, FedEx is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. We need new names. We do need new names. I don't want to do all this same old stuff. What is this? IBIO? You're the guy that gave me Redbox, so what are you giving me here this time? Holy crap, look at this spike. What is it that you look at? What? This is 54 cents. I'm not doing that. Get out of here. CCL. CCL, here's your high, here's your low, here's that middle ground of about $32, or well, I drew the line wrong. It's about $32 somewhere in there, and don't trade it over here. I would come over here, actually short this thing. If you can get an engulfing candlestick down today, short this thing down to 15.50, whatever that is, and I think you'll have a really nice trade coming out of it. What do I think about MJ? MJ is a great basketball player and a great golfer. Let's see what we think about the stock. What is this? ETM. It's an alternative harvest ETF. I don't think anything of it. I should have stuck with my analysis of Michael Jordan. Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, so I don't know didn't Bed Bath & Beyond and GameStop have something happen today? Jumping up a little bit. Keep a watch on this. If this red line breaks up to the top, you can go ahead and try to swing this thing and try to run it up to this insane number of $30. But until then, I probably would be doing an avoid over here on Bed Bath & Beyond. Just not the biggest fan, just because of the volatility. AMD. We haven't done AMD in a hot minute. Look at this thing everyday day trading. So AMD is hitting very strong resistance right now. A lot of resistance there. Consolidation in here. You notice that there was a lot of consolidating. That was about a 2-week period. A lot of consolidation in this range as well. So you notice what I'm looking for is, let me zoom in here just to show you what I'm looking at. Why I say it's consolidation in this range. Because I'm noticing that you have the price bottomed here, the price bottomed here, the price bottomed here, the price topped here on this candlestick, the price topped here on this candlestick, the price bottomed here, the price topped here, and now you're at that level. So that's where I'm seeing the resistance, the support level, I should say, resistance level, wherever it is. So we're going to see what happens with AMD. if it can engulf up, try to go for it and try to run it up to the 100. But I highly doubt that it's going to break above the 100-day moving average. I found a sleeper, Mo, APVO. I can't wait to see this one. This is another. Okay, Aptivo Therapeutics. I'm just going to venture to say that this is nonsense, but let's see. Let's see. They probably have as sick of a pipeline. Yeah. Okay. This guy is unbelievable. Ben, you're my new favorite person. That's all I have to say about this. I bet their pipeline is as good as what's that stupid company? FXPO. Ocugen. All right. What do we got here? So big fall. Whatever happened back in here. So take a gander at this thing. Trapdoor is open. See if you can get this thing to run up to the sweet spot. Earnings are today. There's only 4 companies reporting today, and they're one of them. So don't be in it today. See what happens tomorrow. All right. RTX, we have not done defense in a hot minute because it's not in the news anymore. Wow, this is a nice little run. Now let me pull up a line chart because, of course, I want to see. Yeah, so we have another flagpole while the trend is coming down, actually. So decelerating volume, big flagpole back here. This is when the war started, and then it fell right back down. So it's shot back up. It's going to fall back down. And to be honest with you, without even pulling up the candles, I can tell that you were getting an ugly face pattern. So this tells me that this is going to come somewhere down here or down here or down here. So RTX is not looking good. That's it. HNST, Jessica Alba's company, as if that was going to make me do the stock. So that tells me, if it's Jessica Alba's company, that tells me that it was more likely than not a SPAC. Guys, smash the like button for me, please. We need to get this going. 280 people here. What are we doing? What are we doing? What exactly are we doing here? All right. Square. Oh, my goodness gracious. Square has just been beaten down so badly. So badly. Big flagpole pattern from $96 to $135. Give me a break. This thing's coming right back down. Be prepared for it. I can't wait for this market to fall apart. Are futures down yet? Is the market open yet? The market is open right now. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, yay. The NASDAQ's not positive anymore. Woohoo. All right, guys. I will do one more stock, then I'm going to get out of here. Book club at 10 o'clock. Live stream with me tomorrow at 9 a.m. if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation. And that is that. Okay, what do we have here? Decker's Outdoor Company. Let's see here. Deckers. So yeah, same deal as that other one I'm showing you. So you're at a support level right here. You're at a support level right here. You're hovering, and your support is the 25 and 50-day moving average. So you're hovering right there. So I would probably look at this from a shorting perspective over here. And the reason is you can't break through the 25-day moving average. Clearly, it's tried back here in February. It tried here in mid-February. It tried here in the middle of March, and it's trying again. So you're getting a lot of selling volume. You have a beautiful trend down. Any engulfing candlestick, let me clear this. Let me make it red. Any engulfing candlestick like this, start a position going short. Can somebody tag me in the Bid and Ask Nation and just say DECK short swing trade? That would be great. Texas Roadhouse. I will do one more because it's my favorite restaurant. Roadhouse. I love the Texas Roadhouse. It is one of my favorite restaurants. I'd rather go to the Texas Roadhouse than some fancy steakhouse. I'm not a big foodie, but I do love their bread and their Caesar salad and their sweet potatoes with nothing on them, and their steaks are not bad. All right. Texas Roadhouse. It is just consolidating in this area badly. And here, guys, I'm going to draw this in yellow. Hold on. This was an ugly face pattern, and this is what you get. So here's what when I just showed you that other stock, I can't remember what it was, but I told you an ugly face pattern was developing. This is what ugly faces do, and then they fall big time. And was it square? No, I don't remember what it was. So what you get with ugly faces, here's your two eyes, here's your mouth, And when they get to this point and they draw that other side, boom, they fall right back down. So that is what you get with ugly face patterns. Is that the one with the peanuts? Yeah, that's the one with the peanuts. Except you can't really do it peanuts anymore because well, I almost said the word that I'm not allowed to say because of COVID-19. Let's see here. Mo, thank you for everything you do for the United States of America. You're welcome. On that note, I'm going to go. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.